Hey guys, today we have a ruby farming guide for 7 Nights Rebirth. Also basically kind of like a reminder, everybody should be doing this so you don't miss out on like an absolute ton of currency, and you're going to be needing to do this to power up your units anyway. So if you didn't know, you should know. See that 3,700 rubies I got sitting there? That is because every time you level up a hero to level 30, you get 20 rubies. So we can claim all, we will get a ton, 3,700, got some gold too from some other stuff. So let's check out how to actually go about this in the proper way. First, you're really going to want to be doing this in the farthest area that you can. Although it doesn't matter for certain areas, not all areas give increasing XP. We'll go over that later in the video. But you'll basically wanting to be doing this in the farthest area that you can clear with a single unit, because that's going to be your farming unit. And I'll tell you some good farming units in a bit. So right now I'm using Yu Xin. But like you're going to be doing hundreds of fights, right? So the farthest area you can get with the XP jump is going to save you a ton of keys. And it's also going to be the farthest area that you can reliably clear, because every time you fail, you're going to be losing 1 key and a bunch of time, right? And plus you consider keys like your main resource in the game. So there's a bunch of ways to get keys as well. So they just naturally refill. So you'll be getting 480 a day from here. And if you don't mind spending a little bit of money, you can get even more. So come to the shop here. The daily power support actually reduces the time it takes for keys to generate 60 seconds less per key. So that'll jump you from 480 to 720 a day. That's a huge increase. Now make sure you don't mess yourself up because you keep hitting your key cap when you're offline. So come to your avatar on the top left, go to adventurer skills, and make sure you're claiming these. I left them just for the video, but you can see it increases your max keys. So it starts out with +5, and then if we go to where I'm at right now, it's +95. You'll be getting a bunch of rubies and stuff here as well as like weapon inventory slots, formation enhancement, all of that. You can also get more keys by doing some things in the game. So the guild check-in, I already grabbed it today, but this right here, this will give you 60 keys just from that. Daily missions will score you another 60 keys. We've got 40 from here, and where's the other one? 20 from here. Come to the shop, go to exchange, and the arena shop will have 60 keys here. You can grab a bunch from there actually. And the guild shop also has some keys. They both have weekly caps of 420, which equals out to 60 a day for 7 days. But you don't want to be buying keys. From the arena shop, because there's some other stuff in here to prioritize, but we'll talk about that in a different video. So in total, you can get 780 keys a day as free to play. And if you buy that one pack we saw in the shop, you'll get 1,100. So either way, you'll be getting absolute ton. You'll also be getting a bunch of keys from the expedition event here. So see, 20 right here, 30 there, 30 there. Throughout all of these pages, there's keys available for you to grab. I think there's key bundles in here as well, if I remember correctly. Now the key bundles you have to open yourself unless you have it set up in auto battle for them to open. Ruby Farming Expedition also gives you some keys here, kind of hidden behind these icons though. So there's a key there, key there. Battle Pass also gives you some keys, and you can complete these missions as free to play and then collect your rewards here. Event also giving you some key bundles, this welcome check-in. Same with this arena event that we have on right now, and the points mission event. There's keys all over the place. So that's the key total I had before was not including all that extra stuff. So another spot we can grab some keys is in the shop here, exchange, and Ruby. So your first one here will be free every day. So this first stack here is 4,000 rubies for 50 key bundles. Each key bundle gives you 60 keys. That's 3,000 keys for 4,000 rubies. And this one here, and I believe they might have just changed this, because I thought this was a key pack as well. That really throws a wrench in things. I swear that was a key pack the first day we were playing. And this was 50 and this was 100. It looks like they combined them into one. So we'll have to see. My math for the rest of the video is thrown off now. Yeah, looking at my notes here, this first stack was 4,000 rubies for 1,200 keys, and the second stack is 4,000 rubies for 3,000 keys. So it looks like they combined them, averaged out the rubies, and then rounded up to the nearest 10. So, okay. Anyway, that's unfortunate. But now that we know how to get a bunch of keys, let's check out the best bang for our buck, because in order to hit level 30 we're mostly going to be doing 3 stars, but in order to hit level 30 on here, you need 12,500 experience. So in the first area here, you'll be getting 650 experience per fight. So it'll take you 20 runs to level up from 1 to 30. So anywhere from two, I just realized they have this not in order. I don't know what happened there. So anywhere from 2 all the way up to area 7 right here, you'll get 940 experience. So it'll take 14 runs to hit level 30. So it doesn't matter which area you go in from 2 to 7, like you will be getting better rewards just from the fights if you go higher, but the XP stays the same. Area 8 is 970 XP for a total of 13 runs. Area 9 is 1000 XP, still 13 runs. Area 10, 1030 XP, still 13 runs. Area 11 is 1060 XP, it's 12 runs now. Area 12, 1090 XP, 12 runs. 13 is 1120 XP, 12 runs. And then finally, Area 14 is 1150 XP, which finally drops the runs to 11. Then Area 15 and plus is a little more XP, but it's still 11 runs. So your breakthrough areas, you're going to be wanting to run at least like Area 8, 11, or 14, preferably, but you'll probably be stuck in 2 to 7 range to start. Also, when you go in here, so every area in here, 1, 2, and 3, they all give the same amount of XP. So you might as well be farming in the first area because there's going to be more waves and stronger enemies the farther you get in here. And it's not going to benefit you at all to Ruby farm in there. Also, if you get your hands on this daily Ruby support pack, it will reduce the amount of runs you need to do because you do get an extra 10% more hero XP from adventure mode. So as free to play, if we take our 780 keys and we'll just go to area 8 just for like a middle ground, it takes 78 keys to max our 5 units to level 30. That's 50 units a day we can max for a total of 1000 rubies a day. And area 2 to 7 we'll just be getting 900 rubies a day, so just a little bit less. Now, if you're buying these key bundles to do that, the math I already have written down is now out of date. So we'll need 13 of these key bundles for 780 keys to max out the unit in area 8. That is what, 1040 rubies spent to make 1000. So we're going to be losing money. We used to be able to profit off this when this was only 50 rubies a bundle. It would be 650 rubies to make 1000, so 350 profit. Now we're losing. Power Up Pack no longer gives keys. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, let's check out our auto battle settings. To adventure, so I probably can't reliably farm in area 5 here. So we'll just go to area 2 just to show what it's about. Go to the first area in area 2, or first level. Come to Ruby Farming Team. So you're going to be needing a farming unit, basically the unit that's going to be dealing all the damage. So you'll really want a unit that can clear each wave with only 1 attack, preferably, seeing as units only have 2 skills and there's 2 waves in the first area. Each wave only has 3 enemies, just in the first area still. So you can use units with skills that only target 3 enemies, which lets you choose more units instead of having to rely on like AoE only units. So we'll be using the protective formation because we're only using that 1 single damage dealer. As you can see, the back row, basically 23% of attack. These are all equally leveled. Back row on this one only gets 5.7%, 11.4%, and 6.8%. So this is going to make your unit a lot stronger since everybody else is just going to be being like basically a meat shield. They're not really going to be doing much. So just make sure you have your farmer in the back row for the damage boost. So some of the units you can use are Yu Xin, got Feng Yun, Jave or Jave, I don't know how you want to pronounce that, Vanessa, Jury, Mercury, Colt, Rin, Tio, Yonhee, Karma, and Taka. I don't know why I did this with my hands the whole time. That's just to name a few. There's more. Just keep in mind, by no means are these units all equal when it comes to farming either. And if you're going to area 14 and after, you're going to have more than 3 enemies. So for your settings, come down to repeat battle here. This and repeat battle upon losing a match, this really depends how often you're losing. If you're only losing 5% of the time, you could leave this on. Just keep in mind you will lose 1 key from those attempts. But if you're losing like 20-30% of the time, you're either too far ahead or you need to work on your farming unit, or you can just turn this off or on. I mean, keep it on. You really don't want to have a loss rate. Preferably you just have like over 95% win rate at least, right? So then you're not losing keys and wasting time. Auto recharge. This will use the key bundles in your inventory. You do want to have this on. Otherwise it's only going to use the keys that you have available and then it'll stop. For auto replace heroes, definitely need this on. Otherwise you're just going to be wasting so many keys. So auto swap hero at max level and repeat battle if hero cannot be swapped, because then we'll just be smashing XP onto already maxed heroes. It's kind of a waste. Auto replace star rank. You could do 2 and upwards. I should probably change mine to that. I don't even have any 1-star units, I don't think, because after we get these units to level 30 and get our gems from them, we're going to be using them to power up our other heroes, which I'll cover in a different video. Auto replace priority doesn't really matter. Skill priority definitely also doesn't really matter. You only have 1 unit with 2 skills. You could put your stronger skill second for the second wave because they are going to be a little bit stronger. So I guess it does kind of matter, but not really. Accelerated mode, definitely have that on. That'll speed up the battle by 2 times. And auto sell equipment, depending on where you're ruby farming in and what equipment you already have, you can just customize this to what you need. I have it all star values from common and below. Same with the armor. Accessories, nothing because I don't even have accessories yet. And then you just click start repeat battle. And it's just gonna keep going and going. See if he 1-hit kills them. Yes, he does. So we are good for farming in this area. It was very quick, only took 6 seconds. And that's pretty much it. Now you're gonna have like an infinite supply of rubies to do whatever you want with. I'll have more videos out, including like a beginner guide and a tier list. So subscribe so you don't miss those, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.